Hey everyone, I'm Stella and I am back. This time I'm back with Frontier Path of Shadows, which is a playtest of a game that I actually got pre-approved at Keymailer for. So I was like, why not try it out when it's actually free? So it is a playtest, and my rules is that I have to do 45 minutes at least. Then I have to go and make a I'm not forced to make the video. That's my choice. But why not show it to you guys, right? Um so the other rule is that I have to go and I think I have to, well, if I want the reward, as I said in quote, to do a survey of like a feedback survey on the game, what I think. And then my reward should be the full game key. So let's see if it's actually a game for me, because the style is a little different, but I'm still very curious to how the game is. So let's say new game, because I have not tried it yet at all. But Jesus, I crashed through the bar doors backwards, and after a few shaky steps, went down hard on the deck. Okay. Oh, that was a fast forward. Oops. Okay, so this is a fast forward, and the bottle I get. Let's go back. Back. There we go. So this is fast forward if you don't want the conversation, and here. Okay. Typical station board. Mismatched tables, metal chairs, and a counter staring you down from right opposite the entrance. Of course. That's most. Not that I had time for a couple of shots. The footsteps outside said I had only a few seconds to get up and find help. Before I continue this storyline, let me just say this. Thank you for the damn large letters. I love it. I love it. I actually love it. That I am so happy about. Okay, so that's a lady. I lifted my head and immediately clocked a tall, wiry, very, is it wiry? That's not a word I use in the day. I said wiry woman, with her hair swept to one side. The metal of the external neuroimplant port on her right temple gave her away as a centaurian. Okay, I guess that's that one. Alice, the client. Good thing those bastards hadn't reached her yet. Alice, we've got a problem. All the doors hissed. The pirate crew spilled inside. Too many to count. The bar's safety protocols wouldn't hold. Ooh. Uh-oh. I see them. Brilliant move. Dragging them in on your tail. You want to fight, cowboy? Let's have one. She grabbed a rifle. People were already diving onto tables and bar counters. Not their first shootout. Ooh, that's sad. that's sad. Yeah, and she's with him. Drop him, boys. Gee, odds just flipped against you, dirtbags. To battle. Okay, defeat all enemies. Let's see how this works. Again, not even test drive. Like, no test drive. Okay, manage equipment. Battlefield is divided into nodes. You can inspect enemies by right-clicking. Okay, on them. I can inspect the enemies by right-clicking on them. Okay. Heretic takes turn on their initiative. It's Jay's turn now. Normally this would not be my kind of game, but I just had to try it. Just had to. I would say the trailer they show doesn't show much of the game play at all. Don't, if it even shows any. Don't remember now. It's a few days ago that I saw it. Okay, so I guess this is the direction we can go. Okay. Each character has a pool of action points. Every action costs a certain amount of action points. Available actions depends on the character, their equipment, and the node they occupied. Okay. So we're talking in the background. Saying blah, blah, blah. Shoot an enemy within your shooting range. If there are none, move to a suitable node. Okay, so these are the nodes, I guess. Okay. And it shows your range. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So let's scroll out. So I guess we have to walk to this one because that one is out of range. So I have to go here. Then I can shoot those two. And if I go over here, then you can shoot these two. Okay. And here, these two. Not sure what this node is then. This is unlimited. What is this? Is it meaning that two people can be here? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Shoot an enemy within your shooting range. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Do I have to go there yet? I don't think I can. Okay. Right click. Regular mercenary as well. I had to be quiet because otherwise literally on my sofa table. I had to snap my fingers and he knows that he's doing something wrong. Just like meowing in the background. And like, meow. You are a troublemaker. I know that, Soul. I know. Silly goober. Silly goober wants attention now that I'm actually sitting at the PC. He's typical. And predictable. Very predictable. Okay, it says end turn. Did not really show me that it says shoot an enemy. Move to a node. How do I move to a node? Right? And left click does not do that. Okay, move. There we go. Click on move, of course. Ranged attack. It's loud. Dead. Okay, so now we have to move again. Which stance, I guess. Oh, it's her right now. So, where can I move her to? I can move her to here. Here. And there. Oh. Don't shoot my dude. I wonder if I should shoot this dude, because then she can shoot that dude. It's an adrenaline. Grants all allies plus 2 AP. Okay. Don't have that, but still. What's happened? Did he gain the AP? Shoot that dude. Okay. I want her to move. She can just shoot this dude. Thank you. You can still fight, so she can go here and fight and shoot that fucker. Yeah, victory! Little like special between New Year and Christmas and New Year video. Not bad, cowboy. You're not bad yourself. Think that's all of them. Doubt it. They're likely pinned their employer already. We need to move. Agreed. Let's find a quieter place to talk business. Alice casually slung her rifle over her shoulder and headed for the door, tossing a hefty bundle of credits onto the counter on her way. The bartender gave her the bundle of lazy sideways glance and shrugged, like, eh, fine. Left the bar and cut straight into the service corridors. Okay. So now exactly did you end up so how exactly did you end up like this? Glad you asked. I have mopped floors with my back in the finest lounges and the worst dives of the inner sphere. Where to begin? Remember the circumstances, okay? It would be nice if they would put voices on so you don't have to sit and read it yourself. That's my only request. Because there's words that many might not know. Because, again, if you're native English speaking, I would say sure, there's a chance. But not all non-native would not know them. Okay, so here it actually shows you explanations of the different things. The galleon of the Federation had to cross half the Oikumene? Oikumene? Oikumene, I think. Oikumene. Oikumene. I do not know. Humanity's settled sphere, 700 light years in radius, centered on the solar system. Okay. A colossal FSS trade ship up to 30 kilometers long. Kilometers. I think it's Rush. I think I did research where the team is from, because I couldn't find it by just writing thought. I couldn't find the game on Steam by just writing Frontier Path of Shadows, because it's not written in English in there right now. It's in Russian, I think it was. I think that's what I was told by the AI when I was like, can you tell me more about this game? Because I cannot find it on Steam. I'll see if I can find the link to their shop again that I got, that actually Google found for me. I'll put that in the description so you can find the game that way, at least. Or if I have a link directly from Keymailer, I'll do that so you can find it. It's supposed to come out in the second quarter of 26. If I remember correctly. I think that's what it said. But actually, wait a minute. I actually think it has a date on Keymailer. It doesn't on Steam, but on Keymailer it does. Let's close the report site. Redeemed. Love that it shows me as a content deadline 56 days from now. But I have to play it before the 29th of December to make the what's it called? To make the feedback. Okay. So what yeah, it claims, it says about this game, just to have like a little short thing of it, says in the 25th century. So that's in the footer, in the far footer. And here, yeah, on Steam, I'm pretty sure on Steam it says second quarter, but I don't know if that's true when it says on Keymailer that the release date is February 28th. At least that's what they say here. So, and it does not tell me that I cannot tell you that. So, again, that's what it says one place. It says second quarter on Steam. A little against each other in my opinion, Because I would say the second quarter would be after April or something like that. Because the first quarter would be like January, February, and March, where the second for me is April, May, and May. Yeah, April, May, and June. So, but yeah, that's what it said. I would put about this game as well. Uh, just wanted to get in and get the right details for you guys. The right details. So, reads this sector and then says proceed to the gateway. A line of arrivals from the inner sphere jostled and argued their way forward. Get through to the station faster or inspect the passengers. Oh, so you get a choice. Ah. I have a feeling that inspecting the passengers can give you a good thing. Let's go faster. Thoughts of the upcoming job on Umbros swallowed me whole. When the crowd surged at the right moment, I slipped through and headed into the gangway. Get off the station. The Umbros spaceport is one of the largest in the sector, Epsilon. Chaotic, important, and still very much a frontier station. The frontier sector scared by the Third Interstellar War, a melting pot of major powers colonies. Okay. Either way, I wasn't planning on sticking around. Let's see where this Alice wants to meet me. Check the datapad. Study the science or ask the locals. We're gonna study the science. Little was known about the Fortune's Smile bar, only the level B13. It seems to be a private-only place, which makes it even harder to find. Okay, study the signs. Alice stopped me with a small motion. She studied the signs carefully. Color rose in her cheeks. Great, we're lost. Just what I needed. Offer help and be snarky. Nah, I'm gonna offer help. Only if you find an internal network terminal. This station is constantly rebuilding. Its circuitry, I think it's called circuitry is updated more often than the firmware of the latest communicator. If we can connect to the system and download the latest maps, our lives will be a lot easier. I can get us hooked up, no problem, but you're the one who'll have to dig through the network. Everything here is held together with spit and promise. Yum. Held together with spit and a promise. Ooh. So I'll just be holding these wires. Now I get why Rob always keeps a roll of electrical tape in his pocket. That would make sense. Rob, new name. Ask about the job or ask about Rob? Let's ask about Rob. Engineer. Well, that was short. Her tone went dry again. Touched the nerve? I shrugged. What do you need me to do? Here's a tablet. Jack into the archives and pull the current station schematics. What the hell? So they were after us. They most have caught up. If I could read. Not most. Must. Stella. Jesus. Jesus. Switch your cheese. Happy. They must have caught up while we were looking for that terminal. That means they won't catch anyone else. Another battle? Yay. It says manage equipment. What do we actually have? Small gun. Okay. What is this for? The helmet. Can I put a helmet on her? Wonder what this is for. Old cloak? Huh. Not know what they're those. Those. But why not? Now she's 13 out of 14 and wait. Can get the glasses on. And ooh, grenades. Granata. We give him a bigger gun. What is this? A cluster shotgun. Belts. Our cell. Not sure if we need that, but let's put it down there. He has grenades already. Collision. Cool. Okay. Let's get out and then start this battle and see if we can do fine. Oh, there. Choose and adjust. You know what? Should we throw a grenade at him? It's the person pointing over there. Yeah, grenade for you too. Yeah. Stop it. Is this my health? Might be. What that does? Oh yeah, that was health. Still can get a grenade too. Throw the grenade, dude. Yay. Throw it. Another victory. Okay. Thanks for watching my back, partner. Kind of think he actually killed them all. I just didn't want to be indebted for our first meeting, partner. She chuckled at the way I emphasized the last word, partner, as if neither of us wanted to say the word friend. Sense? Okay, let's get to the point where we came. Where we came here? Okay, that's not me, right? Okay, let's get to the point where we came here. I don't know if that should be to the point why we came here. That might be. I'm just saying that it might be me, but I would say why. Okay, great job. Things are much easier now. We're about halfway there already. Again, they're not English native, so it can be a little mistake. It can also be a translation mistake. Time flies when you're having a good conversation. By the way, where were you staying? Were you planning on checking out the signs? Return to the story. Whoa, you were listening. So, I was met with very glances from the gray zones. It's missing a space in between the and gray. Okay, lower decks and slums of stations, black markets, illegal hostels, and to watch your back allies. Ooh, that's no good allies. That's not a good ally if you have to watch your back. Inhabitants accustomed to violence, security officers rarely appear here, leaving the locals free to resolve their own problems. That's not good. Every kind of sign screamed at me: food, booze, and girls with argumented smiles. A pointer for the bar I needed popped up when I was almost ready to quit. Head to the bar. The entrance to the Fortune Smile was a battle door with a stained holo. Holo? Okay. I'm not sure if it's stained hollow of a grinning face. I don't know. Holo or maybe hollow. Um, if you squinted, you could see two dice. Exactly what I expected. Three sturdy guys in matching jackets were not what I expected. Some gang or members of the crew of a pirate ship that had dropped in. In any case, they clearly weren't going to leave the door I needed. Door you needed? Needed to enter? Do I need to stand here till the Utopia Emperor returns? Hide and wait out or walk straight up to the bar. Check out the group by the bar. We can check them out. For the free colonists, carrying a weapon is just part of the outfit. Plasma pistols. Plasma pistols. The most common firearms, stable plasma packets accelerated by magnetic fields. Okay. Are nothing unusual here, but carbines and vitro knives are a whole different level. So, pirates, then, still pirates, aren't combat drones. You can cut a deal with them or scare them off. They prefer not to tangle with anyone who can hit back. Okay, I know who I'm dealing with. Time to make a decision. It sounds like we can approach and then maybe they'll run away or we will just fight them. I shook my head hard to clear the fog and set my feet. Pirates aren't your regular street thugs. But it's not my first time in the frontier either. I headed for the bar without hesitation. The thugs immediately noticed me. One slung a carbine. Is it carbine? From his shoulder, another pulled a vibroblade knife from his belt. Space is pure, boys. What? They serving good beer? What? They serving good beer? I would say, are they serving good beer, maybe? I don't know. That was weird. What? They serving good beer? Maybe it's like, what? They serving good beer? Better than the lizard piss they distill at Amber. That's a raider. And you're clearly not from around here. That won't be a problem. I just came in for a beer. We don't like tourists here. And your gun's so new. Shines like Sears balls. I could use one of those. Out of the corner of my eye, I spotted a couple of security officers in full armor, lugging some serious plasma hardware. Going to the cops isn't really my style, but 3 against 1 isn't exactly fair either. We need to figure out how to get out of this situation. Pay the entrance fee, call the security service for help, or threaten the pirates. Hmm, good question. If I had to pay the fee, I have to give the gun, I would guess. To call the security for help, that could make him look weak. Let's threaten the pirates. Eyes off other people's guns and eggs. The bars has cameras. The other two snorted. Then shut up when they realized I wasn't bluffing. Lost tourist? What did you just call me? Is it not supposed to be Jade that was called the tourist? I'm confused now. Oh, dead. If you don't get out of my way. Cool. As I spoke, I grabbed the handle of my revolver. The security guys paused for a moment, but then continued on their way. Maybe it's for the best. You shouldn't have done that. You son of a bitch. Take the bastard alive, Johnson said. He couldn't hide the package on the way here. I barely managed to dodge the first swing before the leader's blow hurled me straight into the bar door. So they were waiting for me. And who the hell is this Johnson? Another new name. And here we are. I got carried away, talking, and nearly walked into her back. Meanwhile, Alice peered into the dark, tense. I tilted my head in a silent question. Mm-hmm. Figures ahead. They turned into a side corridor. Oh, not exactly rare in these levels, is it? This is different. Too big for techs. Looks like a raiding squad. How could it be? How could I be such an idiot? Who says you are? Meaning? They could have tracked us on system entry. With the beacon fried, you can't set a jammer properly, let alone harden the protocol. She kept firing off terms that would puzzle not only a greenhorn, but most Centaurians who grew up with the net. I wonder what she used to be before all this. See, this is why I mean that it would be better if they had actors, voice actors to put in on this, so it would be read a little faster as well. And then you still control the next line, of course, and then you can check the green words or the teal words out for the explanations. But this becomes a longer part of the game when you have to sit and read it yourself if you are not a fast reader as well. And I'm not reading fast because then I will fall over some words, especially when I'm recording. It's easy to read faster when you're in your own head. Ask about the current plan. Ask about the current plan and ask about her past. You know what? I kind of want to pry and I kind of don't. Does that make sense? That makes sense. Let's pry. That's some knowledge. Did you use the did you use? I think that it's missing a D. Did you used to crack networks? Did you used to? Is it used to? I thought it was used. Oh well. I'm getting tired. All this reading is taking my energy. Alice's back went rigid. She threw me a measuring look. Are you stupid? Not the time or the place. And none of your business. Interesting. The first reason she gave was the wrong timing, which means I still have a chance. Sorry. Didn't mean to pry. So what's the plan? Is there another way from here? I wish, but no. We have to punch through. Stay serious and make a joke of it. You know what? I think she is quite serious, actually. I drew my favorite revolver and topped off the missing rounds. Then I tightened the straps and cinched my gear so I wouldn't snag on anything in the scuffle. What's that look supposed to mean? Did I just earn a little respect? If so, it still scared me more than the thugs down the hall. No point delaying the inevitable. Inevitable. I took a deep breath and gave her a short nod. Ready? To the battle. 4 people. Cool. Manage equipment. We used the granadas. So let's get some new ones. 3 of those. Oh, better have a healing. You should have 2 Yikes. 2 healing. Just in case. And her. Another healing. And have granados. Have this one. Squeeze me. Okay. And not for her, apparently. Oh. Oh, she's 14 out of 14. That makes sense then. Duh. Okay, so first butthead is here. Switch stance, crouch. Oh, you can crouch. So maybe you can, if you know the next shooting is that they're shooting at you, can you crouch and then not get hit? I'm curious about it. Can I actually shoot that dude over there as well? Looks like he's in range. And her. Technically, if I move her here, she can be shot by 2 people. She needs to go over here, actually. Oh, they're moving. Okay. Just put a shield up. Huh. Interesting. So they're shielded. Dog grenade then. We have to move to her, technically. But also just move him all the way to the other side. There's a chest down here. Okay. And shoot him. You shall not pass. Can I do that? The only option it gives me. Choose any node with no allies or enemies. Okay. I think I need to say end turn. I was like, shoot the bugger. Rude. Okay. Okay. Cannot heal. Can still not heal. Get him to heal a little bit for the first aid kit. An adrenaline push. Stinker is dead. Okay. We're over here. Let's throw a grenade in this dude. There we go. Victory! Or victory. At least the footsteps of our pursuers faded. Pursuers, not pursuers. Pursuers. Looks like we shook them. I needed half a minute to pull myself together, restore aim and breathing, then checked the gear. By a roundabout route, Alice led us back to the docking terminal. I rubbed my back without thinking, remembering the bar. We barely made it out. Time to hand over the goods, get paid, and get the hell out. Besides, the port is just a stone's throw away. I think we should finish our business quickly. What? Right here? I did enjoy a little adventure, but I'd much rather be rid of this before I end up with a few extra holes. Fine. Doesn't look like we'll find a quieter spot. Show me the cargo. I patted the cursed container. Maybe find out if this girl even has the creds. Ask for payment first. Oh, she would be pissed about that. Yeah, we're gonna do that. She's gonna be mad about that. Alice stood opposite me, fingers laced, looking straight at me, tension on her face, and something else. Tiredness? Listen, I don't have the full amount on me. I don't have the full amount on me. All the money is aboard the ship. Oh, it's aboard the ship. So he was right. Perfect. Cross half the oikumene, I think it is, just to find out you've been stiffed. It wasn't a random raid. The pirates were hired by Mr. Johnson, a very influential man from the Hypermind Corp from Centaur. Centaur? Centaur? Maybe Centaur. That would make sense. Damn it. By the minute, the story kept getting nastier. Hiring cutthroats so you don't show your face? Classic corporate tactic. And he won't stop until he gets the crystal. Right. So you want me to hand it over, right? Right now? I won't get paid, but at least I live. Is that it? No. Show it to me here, and you'll hand it over on board when you get your money. The man guarantees first. I'm not used to taking people at their word, especially the first time we meet. Maybe she's trying to scare me into a mistake? Let's say I'll show you the cargo. What guarantees you what guarantees do I have you won't just shoot me the second you get your hands on the crystal? True. I saved your life, Jay. If I wanted to take the cargo and get rid of you, you wouldn't have woken up after that firefight. Mm, that's not that. I would say that might not actually be the truth, because you can also try to want to show that you are an ally without being one. She looked me in the eyes. She looked me in the eye again. Eye? Does he only have one eye? Then she looked me in the eyes. She looked me in the eye. Just one. Just one eye. And shook her head. Her voice was calm and steady, and her words made sense. And to be honest, I didn't have many options. Sense and sense, not 40. Alice slowly ran her finger across the lid. Her eyes went out of focus for a moment. The neural implant was streaming data from the sensor in her hand straight into her brain. Of course, she'd built in a way to tell if the container had been opened or not. You keep your word, cowboy. You keep your word, cowboy. I like that in a man. It's not my first rodeo. Well, she just kept calling her cowboy. Alice chuckled and opened the container. Now we'll find out why they just tried to kill us. Inside the container lay an irregularly shaped crystal. Irregularly. Irregularly. Oh I give up saying that word right now. Irregularly. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Its facets chased. Okay, its facets chased each other. Kaleidoscoping through shades, the shimmer held my gaze. Here he is. Yes, that's exactly how he was described in the ship's log. E? I was just about to ask what she was talking about, yeah, the she, but Alice was gone. Only swirls of multicolored mist, with that facet of huge crystal showing through. Oh, multicolored mist, with the facets of huge crystals showing through. What the hell is this? I reached for my gun, only to find the revolver wasn't there. Neither was the belt or my hand. Okay. Okay. Told you couldn't trust her. Where the hell is my body? I thought I heard a voice. Alice's silhouette emerged from the mist. The shape broke apart and settled into the outline of a ship. Sleek lines, a big, powerful ravisail. What's that? A gravity warp bubble hugging the hull of the ship, letting it travel faster than light. Must be one hell of a fast ride. Okay, get it together. How did they teach us to handle stress in the army again? Think of something solid. Focus on it. In, out. That's breathing. Collect your thoughts. I managed to drag up the image of scuffed bulkheads and my trusty revolver. The dog snapped back into place around me. Okay, interesting. Alice was shaking my shoulder. The crystal flickering in front of my eyes was growing dimmer and somehow more orderly. Hey, cowboy, can you hear me? Jay? Jay, what the hell was that? The crystal. It wasn't supposed to activate. Oh, it activated. The crystal. It wasn't supposed to activate. But it worked. God damn it. I was seeing hallucinations like some lunatic. Like something was crawling into my head. Something alien. Intelligent. Did you sign me up to hall? Did you sign me up to hall working Cenotech? Think he's a little stressed. Alice kept a tense silence. Then she exhaled slightly and let her shoulders drop. Fine, I'll explain, but not here. On the ship. It's safe there. Of course. But there's a small nuance. Where's the money? I don't have it on me. It's all on board. The answer's too. Now go, before buddies of those we sent to the diadem to the diadem god show up. True enough. Better get out of here. Go to the ship. On the way to the hangar. 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 I had to. We kept our weapons at the ready, regularly checking if anyone was on our tail. When I saw Alice's ship, I flinched. The very one I'd seen in the vision. Interesting. What model is it? A fast corvette? Just what you need for smuggling operation. Oh, for smuggling operations. Oh, I must divided that to word. For smuggling operations. I wonder what model it is. Did I already say that? What model is it? Yeah. I slowed down and pulled out my datapad. Nice bird. With a good navigator, you could slip past an entire fleet and no one would notice. Thanks. Our crew, by the way, is the best in the sector. You'll meet them right now. A sturdy-looking man in a greasy-stained jumpsuit waited for us in the cargo bay. He nodded to Alice and gave me a careful, measuring look. Meet Rob, our ship engineer. And who's he, Captain? Taking on passenger? A passenger, Stella. Taking on a passenger? No, he's the courier from the inner sphere I met in the hall. He's here for the money. Relax, big guy. I'm only here for a short while. Just want to pick up my credits. Nice ship, by the way. Rob's expression suddenly took on a look of confusion. Captain, here's the thing. The starboard emitter had to be replaced after all. The old one was completely dead. And it was and it was as old as the cosmic microwave background radiation. So every last credit is gone. Ooh, ouch. Alice rubbed her temples wearily and cursed under her breath. Then she looked at me. A mixture of frustration and embarrassment mingled. Why didn't they tell us before? That was partly your money. I understand how it looks. But I suggest we calm down and think about what we can do about it. I'm fine to listen. I took a deep breath and tried to keep the anger in check, though the urge to grab the revolver was barely manageable. I wasn't trying to screw you over. Well, she didn't know. She sounded mad about that. He had just used the credit without telling her. Our last run went nothing like planned. We had to run for it, and the emitters just gave out. Happens in our line of work. Rob's right. Some of this ship's system are old enough to remember the birth of galaxies. I stayed quiet and listened, trying to figure out whether Alice was lying or telling the truth, and if she had not only excuses, but also a way to solve the problem. I got a friend on Catalina, she said. Not the last person you'd call. No delays this time. He values time more than money. Listen, Jay, the captain always keeps her word. Things go sideways. You know how it is. But I know who we're talking about. He'll pay. Out of the corner of my eye, I caught the big guy sliding a drone bag into his jacket pocket. He is good and also had the better odds of shooting me before I pulled the trigger. Looked like the only way I was getting paid was to fly to Catalina after all. Ask what they want to do next. You know what? Let's do that. Give me a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Felt like my nose was getting stuffy. A little hard to be with two very, very young kids in the Christmas. My nieces, by the way. One 2.5 and the other one 6.5. So, okay, Jane, looks like it's time I learned more about this deal. I don't like jobs where someone sticks a pack of thugs on me with a calling card from a big corporate. I watched Alice and Robert closely. They traded a glance, weighing whether to tell me more. Alice sighed. Oh, Alice sighed and nodded. Sighed. Gonna sigh. Ever heard of the Argo? Unlikely. An old one of a kind ship. If we find it, we can pull in a pile of credits. Or die trying. Right. So I haven't seen a single credit for the box yet, and I'm already being promised a vibroblade in my neck over some mystery ship? Not exactly a tempting offer, is it? Eh, true, but the lack of choice usually makes it the only choice, and you don't look like someone who quits halfway. Well, technically, he could take the crystal again and then move on. Saying. And I guess this purple thing here is the crystal. Or am I wrong? Play it safe and leave. Ask about the friend. Play to Catalina. Catalina. Fine, to hell with it. Argo, the corpse suit from Centaurus. Centaurus! Han, I just want my money. I didn't risk my life for a damn medal. Come on, fire up this head of junk. Oh, now it's not a good bird anymore? Now it's a head of junk. Alice gave the slightest hint of a smile and nodded to Rob. The mechanic strode off towards the cockpit, and soon the ship filled with the low rumble and the engines coming online. I knew you'd agree. Too much of a gambler, and too stubborn to drop a job halfway. Lucky we met, or I'm the lucky one. Trust me, it gets easier from here. Does it though? Cap, get up here. Looks like we got new trouble. That's why I said, is it though? I barely managed to keep up with Alice and took off after Rob. Remind me, who was it that said this was going to be easy again? Bay doors are locked. I tried several times. Nothing. Jammed? Rob hit the control a few more times. The command was going through, but the gate didn't even twitch. Didn't look like a mechanical fault. Well, they're locked in. Alice dropped into the chair and pulled up the console. Logs flickering in her pupils, rapidly giving way to error messages. Someone killed the automation. Commands from our terminal aren't getting through. We'll have to open it from an external panel in the hangar. At that moment, there was a stir in the hangar. A group of pirates squeezed through the far entrance. Got it? Stay close. We'll try to get to the terminal and finally get out of here. We'll dance while we're at it. Didn't anyone ever tell you that a second date should be different from the first? That's a funny joke. Yeah. Okay. So we don't really have any more grenades, and okay, what is this? It's grayed out. Okay. So no second weapon. Kind of funny that he keeps having the small gun when it's this one up here. Hmm. Oh, we also have him now. You can get a shotgun, dude. Give him a granados. Extra healing. There's 2 healing. Still 13 out of 14. Can he have this one? He can. Don't know what it's used for yet, but we'll see. What's this? A Stimpack Rush. Take this one out. Do this. Put the second grenade over to him. Okay. We'll see. So there's 2 there. Fast Scout and Raider. Fast Scout and Fast Scout. So attack bonus 6. Ranged 6. The attack is higher. 1 in defense, 2 in defense. Defense. Ranged attack bonus 8. So that person kind of needs to die first. Okay. Get him over here. Put a grenade to both of these 2. That. Can I move him backwards? Get him to crouch. Oh. Don't know how many APs this cost. Does it cost anything? It says 1 AP. Okay. He's crouched. Needs to move. Hey! I like that it moves the screen. Okay, so it did take a good amount from that. Rude. Let's just explode these 2. With you 2. Get a boom boom. Give him a first aid to heal a little bit. Her. There you go. Okay. Do we need to get over there somehow? I don't know, interest? Turn? Oh, okay. That's not what that means. Use terminal. All right, let's go over here. There, use terminal. Excuse me? Use terminal. Does he not have enough? It's not. Takes one to move, and it changed the person. Oh. Yay! The gate the pirates used slammed down with a crash. You two, on the ship, she shouted. No more guests. I'll open the bay for launch. I stood in place while Rob kept inching towards the ship. That beep again. Not a door. An intercom. What now? Ahem. Can you hear me, colleagues? Say something. Let's test the line. This is Mr. Johnson. I won't take much of your time. Damn Johnson. His cold politeness and casual corporate tone were somehow even more irritating than the gunfire. Unfortunately, we can hear you, creep. What do you want? We can't call your friends over to the intercom. You can come collect them yourself. Oh, Mr. J. Always a pleasure to hear from you. I'm afraid I don't have friends, only partners. And risks, and a habit of paying my partners on time. There are no pockets in a coffin. The dead don't need money. Jeez, ruthless. Absolutely right, Captain. These are the costs that come with the risks. So now I need new partners. You wanted to make money, right, Mr. J? I know your account numbers, even the hidden ones. Name any one of them and your price per crystal. The amount will be there in a minute. If you prefer cash, I can arrange delivery to any location. An offer especially for you, personally. Johnson's voice was cold and steady, but for some reason it still made my skin crawl. Rob and Alice were staring at me. The captain pressed her lips into a thin line and gave a barely noticeable shake of her head. She's like, no. Mm-mm. Still with me, Mr. J? It's funny. I think they missed a Y in the other one. Long delays bore me. Shall we conclude the deal? Or shake on it, as you say on the frontier? Maybe those were you planning to cheat me. Oh, maybe those two were planning to cheat me, but you're the one who tried to have me killed. You did find the money for operational losses, though they're lying dead at my feet right now. But fine, I'll take the deal. He's lying to him. My companions shot me dark looks, their jaws twitching. A short, arrogant chuckle came from the intercom. Johnson was waiting for the terms. So here's how it is, Mr. Johnson. Bring the biggest pile of credit you can carry and pay me in person. Maybe I'll even drop by to visit you someday. Deal, partner? Rob burst out laughing and lowered the shotgun. For a moment, the speaker went quiet. Rob, her engineer thing. When Johnson spoke again, his voice was lower, colder, harder. initiated every word. I always get what I need. That's why they know and fear me. You've missed your chance. There won't be another. I'll find you anywhere, even on the path of shadows. Name of the game. And you'll deeply regret this conversation. So remember this moment well. You have determined your own fate. So be it. I'll write you down in my little black book as number 14. The intercom clicked off, and a deathly silence settled over the hangar. The voice was made. Alice was the first to pull herself together and strode off ahead with that captain swagger of hers. Rob leaned in close to my ear. Conspiratorial. Conspiratorial. Yeah, that is conspiratorial. It's like, if I can make him come and deliver the money himself, I can shoot him in the face. That little black book is definitely a death list. I wonder how many people you've already managed to annoy. So you have a whole list of those who would like to skin you? To be honest, it's not that the list is long. I just prefer not to forget who threats me and how. To avoid it. I put away the datapad and zipped up my jacket. It was time to leave Umbros, perhaps forever. The ship looked well kept. The crew and captain had taken excellent care of their transport. However, I couldn't shake the feeling of emptiness around me. Too little life amidst the metal. Rob seemed to read my thoughts. The captain and I spent quite a bit of time together. Well, as a crew, I mean. Me and her. It's her and I, actually. Sorry. No one else. He looked a little embarrassed, but I didn't interrupt. Things would go a lot smoother if we had a few more capable people and brave ones, like you. Wow, that's something nice. Oh no, friend, don't start. I'm here for my credits. I have already blessed your lovely tin can with my presence and haven't shattered your fragile duo. Figured as much. Out here on the frontier, reputation and loyal partners matter more than credits. Money just changes owners fast. Nice speech for a rookie who's just hit his first real mess. A couple of shootouts with a local trash isn't nearly enough to start calling someone a trusted friend. We reached my cabin. Nothing fancy, but clean. A small army a small army crate bolted to the deck was doing its best to pass for a wardrobe. The pull-up bunk was giving me a very inviting look. Hell of a day. Didn't earn much. Burned ammo and got tired besides. I fell onto the bed without taking off my boots. Rob frowned automatically, then turned towards the bridge. After a second, he stopped and added, I don't care what you think of me, but I'm glad I didn't have to shoot you today. I have no idea what impression he hoped that line would make. Maybe he wanted to sound human? I closed my eyes and tried to sleep. I hate those dreams. Slow and sticky. You move like you're made of tar. I walk through angles of non human architecture I'd never seen. Where am I? Rob and Alice stood in front of me, grinning wrong. Everything around was familiar and off. The stuff was here too. Inside me. Why me? I didn't know why. I didn't know what to find, only that I had to hurry. Start a battle? Is he battling in the middle of his sleep? What are these batteries for? Put these in? Okay, so I can't put those in. Oh, she's quite full still. I think it's always Jay that gets shot and hit, so maybe Jay needs to have this. 2 of these. Give Jay the granados. It's only 2 people. Should be fine. Okay, you can barely push this one because it's you have to scroll in to hit this. That's weird. Can I open this box here? This is weapon swap. Container search. Switch the container in your current node. So we don't have enough. Go to the next person by default. Oh, he's alone. The other person is over there. Fear, choose an enemy with. They will act last in the current round. X3. What do we have? Okay. Into me. Then it ran off. Search, please. Get nothing? Nothing at all. Sleep was heavy and stifling. I automatically reached for the container under my pillow. Still there. That pair would have taken the crystal while I was out and sent me straight through the nearest airlock. Maybe I was wrong about them after all. I stepped into the cockpit and watched Alice in silence. She sat at the navigation panel, calm and focused, working the interface like she'd been born on a ship. She has. Enjoying the view? Or do you think pirates are on our tail again? I shrugged. Just don't often see someone dance with a sextant like that. Not going to ask how I slept? Fine. How did you sleep? I don't know if you guys heard that in my background. I don't know what they're called in English, actually. I didn't even search that. In Danish, we call it kanonslæg. It's not fully a pipe bomb, but it's like smaller, but the same with the like the humongous boom. And someone just had some kind of fireworks outside, and it was such a big boom that I felt it like rumble a little bit in my freaking floor. It was like a brrr. It's crazy when people fire those. Can destroy people. Insane. Okay, fine. How did you sleep? Alice finally glanced back, eyes measuring me, clearly ready to compare my answer to the state I looked in. Cabin smaller than my old galleon, but the silence is something else, like the vacuum gave me a hug. She laughed briefly and coldly, pleasantly, in its own way. We're in a nebula now. Before contacting Catalina, I decided to take cover here and see if we were being followed. So, how are we doing? Sensors are clear. Looks like I managed to throw Johnson's hounds off the trail. For now. So the route is clear? Head to the comm zone, and while Rob sorts the engine, put your time to use. Business? She's kidding me. Not only are they shirking my payments, but they have the nerve to demand something? But before I could launch into an angry tirade, Alice was already standing in front of me with a tablet. I already know what you're thinking. I'm sure they're shirking my payment, and now they're being brazen. I stopped myself from the look on my face. Alice knew she'd hit the nail on the head. She grinned and continued, shoving the datapad into my hands. Well, work, then you don't think too much. But we're all in the same boat here, buddy. So the better our chances of getting there, the better your chances of getting your reward. So go down below and take inventory of our gear. I have a feeling we'll need it soon. I had no answer for her. I twirled the tablet in my hands, shrugged, and turned towards the door. Yeah, not much to work with. I have to admit, watching her face cycle through emotions is a special kind of fun. So we make a shopping stop along the way? Women, core or rim, it makes no difference. Women love pretty things. You can get used to it. In the end, Alice's trinkets has decent armor piece. Another kaboom. You can take the gunner's seat for now. The jump will take a while. No truth in standing around. Just like old times. So where are we headed? Not our usual way, sure, but consider it a quiet fee. So not only money loves silence, silence loves money too? Exactly. Money and, and privacy. This place is called the Traveling Market. They have a mobile mining platform or something like that. So you never know where on the planet they'll end up. And how are we supposed to find them then? Like everyone else, they have a homing beacon. Its signal is marked only for their own, but I transmitted the frequencies to your console, so you should be able to detect it without any problem if you scan the surface. Sit in the chair. I settled deeper into the chair and watched the instruments. Everything was running within acceptable limits for an old, thoroughly battled ship. The main gun was practically a museum. Oh, a museum piece. If someone caught us in open space, boarding would be our only option. I closed the interface and leaned back in the chair. Guess that's the beacon. Oh, I control it. Cool. Hmm. If I can take this one off and give it to him. This one belongs to her a little more. Attack bonus +2 ranged attack bonus. Oh. A minute. Okay. Maybe this one is better for him then. Oh, no room. This is open weapon shop menu. Takes 1 AP though. What's Alice's turn right now? Not shooting? Hmm. Okay. Slight feeling that we don't have. What? Let's get her over here. Over here. Here. Destroy all objects in our current node and remove all related bonuses. Does not have enough. That the last two? Yeah. Good. That. Onslaught. Choose adjacent node enemies. Nice. They just run over here. Okay, so they act immediately after you. Okay. Oh, this is the person. I was like, what is going on? Destruction? This one? Really doesn't have anything that is useful, does he? After I change that. Excuse me? Just accidentally give it to him instead. Just happened. Choose any node with enemies. There's a turret. This noise is no fun to listen to, by the way. That's way too noisy. So, run down there and use that. It's a medical thing. Not sure what this one, why it has done that, because ever since. Doesn't make sense. Okay. Okay. What to do? What to do? Dude's dead. Hey, rude. Search the box. This is the only thing that I can do, but it doesn't let me do anything. How do I change the person if I want to skip him? So is it in turn? Okay, fine. Search the box first. There we go. That's 949 credits. Okay. I think this is the one. It's this sound when you're in here. That's too noisy. Epsilon sector. An asteroid. Ordinary asteroid, one of thousands drifting through space. Who knows what lies beneath its surface? Rich minerals, deposit, or hidden pirate base. The materials so we can make some ammo, maybe? Oh, I have to scan like this. Oh, accidental click. Okay. Pirate activity, and it says empty, nothing of interest. Oh, 5. Yowzer. Can't do anything. No manage, no start. At the end? The playtest? I don't know. Can't do anything at all. Can't even press escape. Okay. Guess that's gonna be the end then. So, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. A little bit different than normal. So, yeah. But I still hope you enjoyed it. I had a little bit fun. Still not my cup of game, like cup of tea in the game, but I enjoyed it still. I would say if I don't have to read it all, I most likely will like it more if there's a little more explanatory in the different things. Might also change a bit, so I'll see what I can find out in the feedback, what I can tell them by positive and negative. Because also when under the battle, it doesn't really tell you much about the crates, and I thought that you would be able to at least find ammo in the crates or something like that. Maybe some more grenades when it was, but it just seemed like you didn't get anything. So that's a little disappointing, but maybe that will be added at some point. I'm not sure. Excuse me. I had to yarn. Sorry. So, but yeah, we'll see how this is gonna evolve before it comes out in the new year. So, but yeah, as I said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. I will appreciate it so much. Ah, but still the 3 from the 250. I still hope a little bit that we can reach the 250 before New Year. It'll still be amazing. But again, it's a hope, not an expectation. For it would be cool. But yeah, if you already have, done the sub and like, you know you're awesome as always, right? Right? You are. You are amazing. So yeah, love you all. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time. And if I don't manage to get anything out before New Year, then I'm gonna wish you an early Happy New Year for now. I do hope that I'm gonna make one more before, but if not, then Happy New Year. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.